That brings us to public participation, and we have a time set aside tonight, and we'll let you know the board welcomes and encourages public participation. We respectfully ask that you adhere to the procedures and decorum provided in Board Policy BEDH, public participation at meetings. Your comments will be limited to 3 minutes, and Dr. Harris will be keeping time, and we'll notify you when that time is running out. Questions asked during public participation and placed in writing will receive a written response in a timely manner. So with that, we have one person signed up, Ms. Kim Murphy. Ms. Murphy.
Good evening. I believe the top 3 assets of our district are enthusiastic and caring teachers, loving and attentive parents, and the financial resources provided without any choice by hardworking citizens and businesses that operate here. My concern tonight is in regard to those limited financial resources and what appears to be continued abuse by the leadership here. My concern was heightened after reading an article in the Post and Courier about an indictment of the chief officer at the Berkeley County School District, as well as a proposal for a forensic audit for the Beaufort County School District. Based on what I have seen and research over the years, fairly intensive research, I'm calling for a forensic audit of all of the district's finances, including money spent from the $243 million bond referendum in 2008. With the resignation of Superintendent Hefner and a new leader to take his place, it's imperative to clean up the past to begin a new slate to ensure valuable resources are spent wisely and not abused. These numbers are so far off from being evidence of here's some data on just the operational account. These numbers are so far off from being evidence of fiscally responsible management. Using the district's own numbers, the operational budget grew from $102 million to $182 million since 2005. That's an increase of $80 million, a 78% increase without any valid explanation. In that same time period, student growth for enrollment has been insignificant. Though we have some issues in a couple schools, there is some overcrowding, which can be easily and inexpensively rectified. According to your own enrollment data that has been submitted to the Department of Education, enrollment has grown by only 816 students. That's right. Since 2005, there's been an increase of 816 students. With a budget increase of $80 million, that's almost $100,000 a student. Where did this money go? Well, a huge chunk of it didn't go where the district said it was going to go. In fact, using 2016 data from the last annual audit, keep in mind this is not a forensic audit, $24 million of that tax increase went into an account called the fund balance, essentially a slush fund, which at that time showed a $63 million tax increase. 38% of that money, $24 million, the District 5 said was needed to operate our schools, shifted to where it can be spent without any oversight. Is that my time?
Yes, ma'am. That's your time.
Mighty quick.
It is your time.
Thank you very much. And according to the audit that was just presented, that fund balance went from $37 million up to over $38 million. That tax money didn't go to where you said it was going to go, and it continues to accumulate in the slush fund. Thank you.
Ms. Murphy, I'm going to let you sit down and help you with some of your facts. Number one, Charleston and Beaufort, unfortunate what may have happened there. That's not Lexington Richland 5. We just had a comprehensive annual audit given to us and highlighted. We've had a group of auditors in here taking care of that for the last number of months. Number two I'd like to correct is that our superintendent has announced his retirement. He didn't resign. That's, I guess, a play on words, but he's retiring after a long, storied career, and we appreciate the fact that he's been here leading us. You also have used a 12-year period to inflate numbers. We all know that things don't cost the same today as they cost in 2005. And you did a 12-year span. It works great to show inflation factors. So I will agree with you on this, though. I'm going to give you an agreement. We have great teachers. We have great parents. We do have great taxpayers and businesses and individuals. And above all else, we have great families and students here. So I can agree with you there. I don't think we're anywhere near needing a forensic audit as you describe. And I read those articles too. There's a lot of different things that are prescribed by different individuals in different parts of the state. So with that concludes our public participation. Hope I addressed your issues somewhat, but we'll go on now to item number 13, which is action as necessary or appropriate on matters discussed in executive session, item number 13. And the first item we need to have a motion on is item 2A. I have a motion.